Case summary. The Mihalis Angelos case, officially known as Mihalis Angelos Steamship Company Limited v. Louis Dreyfus and Company Limited, 1970, 3 WLR 601, is a landmark decision in English contract law. It focuses on issues of anticipatory breach and the certainty required in commercial contracts. The Court of Appeal's decision in this case has had significant implications on the interpretation of contractual terms and the ability to terminate contracts based on anticipatory breach. Background facts. Claimant, plaintiff, Mihalis Angelos Steamship Company Limited. Defendant, Louis Dreyfus and Company Limited. The Mihalis Angelos was a vessel chartered by Louis Dreyfus and Company Limited from the Mihalis Angelos Steamship Company Limited. The charter party, an agreement for the lease of the ship, contained a clause specifying that the vessel was expected ready to load on July 1, 1965, in Haiphong. However, it became apparent that the vessel could not reach Haiphong by that date due to various delays. The defendant, upon learning that the vessel could not meet the expected readiness date, purported to cancel the charter party. The claimant argued that the cancellation was wrongful and sought damages for anticipatory breach of contract. Argument. Claimant's argument. The claimant contended that the defendant's cancellation of the charter party was unjustified as the expected ready-to-load clause was not a strict condition but rather an estimated readiness date. They argued that the defendant could not terminate the contract solely based on the vessel's inability to meet this estimated date. Defendant's argument. The defendant maintained that the expected ready-to-load clause was a condition of the contract. They argued that the inability of the vessel to be ready by the specified date constituted a breach, justifying the termination of the contract. Final outcome and law justification. Outcome. The Court of Appeal held in favor of the defendant, allowing the termination of the charter party. Legal justification. The court determined that the expected ready-to-load clause was indeed a condition precedent of the contract. They reasoned that such clauses in commercial shipping contracts are crucial for the planning and coordination of logistics. The certainty provided by these clauses is necessary for the smooth operation of international trade. The court relied heavily on the principle that certain terms in commercial contracts, especially those related to timing and readiness, must be strictly adhered to. Given that the vessel was not ready to load by the specified date, the defendant was entitled to treat the contract as repudiated and terminated. Key concept. Implications of the Mihalis Angelos case. 1. Strict adherence to conditions. The case underscores the importance of adhering to conditions in commercial contracts. Clauses such as expected ready-to-load are not merely estimates but binding conditions. 2. Anticipatory breach. It highlights the right of parties to terminate contracts in anticipation of a fundamental breach. 3. Commercial certainty. The decision emphasizes the need for certainty and reliability in commercial agreements, especially in the context of international trade. Key learnings for candidates. 1. Understand the distinction between conditions and warranties in contracts. 2. Recognize the significance of strict compliance with contractual terms in commercial settings. 3. Appreciate the legal rationale behind anticipatory breach and the right to terminate contracts. The Mihalis Angelos case is pivotal in contract law, providing clear guidance on the treatment of conditions in commercial contracts and reinforcing the necessity for certainty in international trade agreements.